As the holiday season approaches, guys, you may be worried about running out of money, racking up credit card debt, feeling obligated to spend too much unexpected costs, not having a plan or a budget in place, and also the impact on how Christmas may do as far as your other financial goals. Let me just say that now is the perfect time, guys, for us to go ahead and strategically get your Christmas plan and budget together to ensure that we have a stress-free celebration. I mean, after all, Christmas is 2 months away. So this is the perfect time if you have not already started on looking at a budget and a plan and some of the things that you have at home that you can inventory. This would be the time to go ahead and do it. Welcome back to my channel, guys. This is your girl Naija, and I am going to be sharing with you guys 8 ways to plan ahead for Christmas now. Certainly you can break down these ways that I am talking about into smaller bite-sized pieces and goals so that it does not feel overwhelming to you. Let this be a starting point for you, and so that you can get the ball rolling. Like I said, Christmas is 2 months away. Christmas is 2 months away, so we want to make sure that we have a plan and that we stick with the plan. That may mean altering some of the plans that you had originally, or some of the things that you thought that you may be able to do this year that you did last year, that may not work out. So let's go ahead and look at this. I'm looking at an article from Real Simple. You can go to www.realsimple.com in order to find the full article and read more on it yourself. This was written October 17th, and it talks about 8 ways to plan ahead for Christmas now for a less stressful December. Start planning not just weeks, but months in advance. We only have 2 months, and that's what we're going to work with. So it says, you can be the most organized person in the world, yet Christmas seems to sneak up and throw you into a last-minute frenzy. While this may seem excessive and you'll never regret planning ahead, experts help us compile 7 simple ways to get a head start on Christmas so you're less stressed as we approach the holiday season. Number 1 thing that you need to do is inventory and organize your stash of items. So before you're tempted into buying those new decorations, the wrapping paper, the holiday essentials, all the things that are on the store shelves, guys, look up in your attic, look up in your basement, look into your closet, look in that place where you said, oh, I'll just stack this for next year, what you did last year in 2023. I need for you to inventory and make sure that those things that you have in place that you said you were going to use this year, that guess what? You use those things this year, okay? So we're not going to go out and go buy new decorations because all of a sudden we want to change the theme or the color, unless it's within the budget. But if we don't have a budget, we are using the things that we had last year, all right? And we're making sure that things that are no good, that we just kind of kept around, that we go ahead and toss those out to the side. But we're going to make do with what we have so that we are not, 1, overspending, 2, buying duplicate items of things that we already have, and 3, that we are being good stewards of the items that we have and our money. So we want to make sure that we inventory and organize the stash of items that we have, because if you have them organized and if you have them right there, you know exactly what you have. The next thing that it talks about is buying gifts during early sales. So I know previously, before you had to wait until Black Friday in order to get the very best deals, things are going on sale right now. If you look on Amazon, they have all types of deals that you can get. If you go inside of a store, they have all types of deals that you can go ahead and get now. Stores are not waiting. They're not waiting to put things on sale. And if you see something for Christmas that you had on your list for someone or yourself, this will be the perfect time to go ahead and get it within the budget. Let's remember that, within the budget. We're always going to go back to the budget. So maybe there are some items that were on clearance that you saw and you were like, hey, this will make a great item for Aunt Jane. Get that item for Aunt Jane, write it down, cross it off the list. You also need to think about, for gifts, how many people are you purchasing gifts for? How many gifts per person? That may mean some individuals may not get gifts. All right, mainly adults. And if you want to purchase gifts for individuals that are not adults, then that is fine. But it may mean that you may have to cross off some individuals that are on the list that were previously on there that was supposed to have gotten a gift. You are very clear about what it is that you want to do and who you want to purchase items for. There will be some more sales, but if you go onto Amazon, you can find all types of deals right now, guys. Next, we have pick up host gifts. If you know that you are going to someone's house that is hosting Christmas dinner and you want to pick up something nice for them, this would be the time to go ahead and get them something that they would enjoy. I know normally when we host dinner, normally someone will bring a bottle of wine, and that is listed here. You can also bring, as it states, luxurious or luxury candles, elegant picture frames, wine stoppers, and other things such as flower planters. Or maybe you want to bring a specialty treat or dessert, especially for the host. Just a small token and way of showing your appreciation for them hosting the dinner, especially if they have not asked you to bring anything. A little gesture goes a long way. So that is something that we want to plan for early enough, especially if the item that you are purchasing is a little bit more on the costly side. Next, we want to make sure that we start prepping your DIY gifts. I love DIY gifts. I love doing them to an extent because I know how much work is involved in them. So here it gives the example of homemade canned jars of pickles, vegetables, or sweet jams, or handcrafted items like quilts, scarves, soaps, or paintings. If you are doing those type of items, you may want to start those very, very early unless you have a team of people that can help you in order to get this stuff done quickly before the next 2 months. Other than that, you may want to look at a more simpler type of DIY gift that you can give in the interim, and then just simply let the individuals know, like, hey, I do have a gift for you. This is not the one that I wanted to give you. The one that I want to give you, it will be coming soon. But this is something in the interim just to show my appreciation and my love for you. Next, it talks about plan Christmas cards. This is one that I messed up on royally last year. I was sending out Christmas cards after Christmas, well into January. Don't be like me, okay? Make sure you have a list of individuals that you want to send Christmas cards out to, whether those are photo cards, whether those are postcards, whether those are greeting cards. Make sure you gather up the addresses that you have. Make sure they are the correct addresses. Make sure you have plenty of stamps as well as envelopes, and that you are ready to go ahead and stick whatever it is inside of that envelope, whether it's the photo, the greeting card, or maybe a postcard that you send off to the individual. But being organized is going to be key regarding this. So it says if you wait until November to arrange your Christmas card, family portraits, you're probably too late. Don't be like me, I was too late. So you want to make sure that you get all of those things done ahead of time and that you have the correct addresses as I've stated. Just double check with the individuals to make sure that the address that you have on file is the one that they want you to send those lovely greeting cards to. After all, we want them to make it there before Christmas, not after Christmas like me, but before Christmas and in good shape. Next, we talk about make travel arrangements. This is something that you definitely have to do way ahead of time, unless you can get some type of great deal, especially on airline tickets. So it says whether your family is large or small, figuring out holiday logistics can be a headache, especially if you're all spread out. So if you are determined that you want to go somewhere for Christmas, you need to start researching now. If it's for airline tickets, look at Google Flights. If it's local, like a staycation, make sure you look at lodging for that. Look at gas or rental vehicles if you are embarking on not driving your own vehicle, or if it's like a couple hours away. And also plan out the best route, because sometimes construction can derail your travel plans if you are unfamiliar, if there is construction going on, or if there's a detour or rerouting on the route that you or go through in order to get to your destination. But definitely, if you are flying, you need to make those plans early enough and watch Google Flights, Hopper, all of those other apps that give you the alerts for airline or airfare tickets. Watch that like a hawk, because you will definitely want to make sure that you are getting the best deal for that. It says with a location set, discuss scheduling and add holiday related activities to the calendar. And so you want to make sure you're giving yourself enough time for travel arrangements and days. And make sure you build in a day after you come back from travel in order to rest up so that you're not going straight back to work the very next day, because who wants to do that? Okay, you need a vacation for the vacation. Next, it talks about plan your Christmas meals. Doesn't that look good, guys? So you want to make sure that you plan your Christmas meals out. Although you probably like, hey, we eat the same thing every single year. Guess what? The prices are not the same as last year. Okay, the prices are not the same as they were last week. So you want to make sure that you are planning out everything. I love something that Melissa talked about from Budget Stuff Save Repeat. She talked about how they host, I believe it's Thanksgiving or Christmas. I'm not sure. It's one of them. But the peanut oil went up, and she was mildly disgusted about how much that the peanut oil went up about a year ago. So she made a plan to go ahead and get the peanut oil early enough so that it was at a good, decent price and it was not inflated and twice the price as what she paid the prior year before. So make sure you are planning it out. If you happen to see those items, which is going into number 8, if you happen to see those items that you know that you're going to have for Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner, or that you know, hey, I could get a couple extra of these for Thanksgiving and we could carry this over for Christmas as far as some items, do that, especially if the price point is good. That way, you're not paying an astronomical price when it comes to Christmas time because you've already got those things. So make sure you plan out exactly what it is that you need, how much it's going to cost, or at least a rough estimate of it, and have that money set aside in the budget beforehand. If you need individuals to bring a dish in order to help offset that Christmas meal and those costs, then ask people way ahead of time to go ahead and do that so that they can make preparations as well. Which brings us to number 8, as I stated, making sure that we stock up on those pantry items. So it says, as soon as you have your Christmas menu in mind, you can start the grocery shopping. I just said that, didn't I guys? I just said that. So you want to make sure that you have everything that you need, and that if there's anything that you need to buy fresh, that you plan that out. Maybe you buy fresh herbs, maybe you buy fresh vegetables or fresh fruit for the dishes that you make. Make sure you plan that out and have some money set aside for that as well, because you don't want to get those things too early and then they go bad and then you're having to spend more money in order to purchase them. So definitely planning ahead and adding a couple of the items into your regular grocery shopping budget will help you save on expenses, especially around the holidays. I know with the Ibotta app, they normally have to where you can get an abundance or quite a few items for Thanksgiving, like a turkey, some cranberry sauce, some stuffing, as well as some gravy. And you'll receive the cash back for those items up to a certain amount. So that essentially you are getting them for free. You may want to take a look at cash back grocery apps to see what money that you can get back for those. I will leave my referral code down in the description box if you ever want to use Ibotta. I have used them for quite some time in order to receive cash back from grocery stores, and that has helped with offsetting the price and the amount that I have spent at the grocery store. I believe it is, if you sign up under my code, I get $10 as well as you get $10 after you use the app the first time, and go ahead and cash in your receipt for a rebate for one of the major grocery stores that are around. They're really, really good about that. So it could be Target, it could be Walmart. They also have Aldi on there, Kroger, Myers. They have a whole list of them, Dollar General, wherever that you purchase food items from. All right, guys, I hope this was able to help you to take the worry out of running out of money, racking up credit card debt, and just overspending overall. I want this to be a stress-free celebration Christmas for everyone. And if you follow some of these tips that I have shared right here, I feel like this will help you to be on the way of having a great Christmas holiday. Share in the comment section below. Have you already started your Christmas planning and your Christmas budget? Let us know in the comment section, and also add on, what ways are you saving for the holidays? What are some things that you are saving on that maybe you're splitting the cost with other family members, other friends? Guys, until the next video, bye.